Hello everyone, my name is Mrs.Rajkumari Chouhan. I teach in Anjuman Islam A.A.K English Secondary School. Today I am going to explain you a topic of Standard 10th, Geography, Tourism, Transport and Communication, Part 2. So let's begin with the topic. In Part 1, you have studied about the various tourist places of Brazil and India. Now in Part 2, we are going to learn about transport and communication system of Brazil and India. So I want you all to observe the map. So if you observe the map, what you see is the most common method of transportation is roadways. Roadways account for more than half of transportation system in the country. But the density of road network is concentrated in the eastern part of the country. And if we talk about waterways, waterways have been developed on a large commercial basis in the Amazon River. The longest waterways in the world can be navigated through these waterways. Another river which we find is Parana River, which is used for waterways. So coastal shipping is also carried out in the coastal areas. And if we talk about railways, railways have not developed very well in Brazil. The use of trains for long distance transportation of passengers is restricted to a few urban tourist routes, though it is cheaper. So the contribution of airways is less in the transport system of the country. Now let's talk about the India. So if you talk about India's transport system, you need to observe the map. So as you observe the map here, you can see as compared to Brazil, India has denser network of transport. About 85% of passenger and 70% of freight traffic are carried by roads every year. So freight and passenger transport has been facilitated due to the development of the railways. Railways are important for the growth of Indian economy. So you can imagine railways are very important for a vast country where distances are large. When you talk about waterways, waterways are a cheap means of transport. Waterways contributing about 1% to the country's transportation. It comprises rivers, canals, backwaters, creeks, etc. So approximately 95% of India's foreign trade moves through ocean routes. Apart from international trade, these are also used for the purpose of transportation between the islands and the rest of the country. So as compared to Brazil, airways in India are well more developed and the use of internal airways is also increasing. Now let's have a look about the longitudinal extent of the Brazil. Now if we talk, you will find that because of the vast longitudinal extent of the country, the difference between two extreme points is around 168 minutes, that is 2 hours 48 minutes. There are 4 different time zones in the country. Brazil have 4 time zones. It is behind the GMT by 2, 3, 4 or 5 hours. The red line in the map shows the GMT, that is time zone, which is considered to be the official Brazilian time. Now let's see the development of communication in Brazil. So if we talk about the development of communication, telecommunication service in Brazil are well developed and efficient. These industries include landlines as well as mobile service, television broadcasting, radio broadcasting and computer. Today more than 45% of the Brazilian population has access to the internet. The telecommunication infrastructure is fairly modern, particularly in central South Brazil. And then if we talk about some more communication system, that is The nature of Brazilian territory, especially land mass size and the large pockets of unpopulated and densely vegetated areas, create significant, you can say, give importance to the telecommunication service. Brazil is developing technology to send domestically made satellites into space with its own rockets. Now let's talk about India. So if you observe the map of India, India too has a large longitudinal extent. The difference between two extremmost points is 2 hours or 120 minutes. India has only one standard time zone. So it passes through Allahabad. It is ahead by 5 hours 30 minutes from the Greenwich time. With the explosion of electronic media, telecommunication industry has become one of the fast growing sector. In this era of information and communication, more digitally enhanced communication devices like mobile phones, internet, satellites are paving way to expansion for the wider reach of communication technology. So India is one of the largest user of smartphones and internet. With the development of our own satellites, India has come a long way in this field too. So here today we have learned about the, or you can say, the transport system of Brazil and India and the communication system of Brazil and India. So that's all for today. I hope you understood the chapter. So thanks for watching the video. Thank you very much.